Hello everybody, hello. I hope everybody is well. I'm still doing a little bit of setting up, so I do apologise. I will just be a few moments because things are going a little bit behind. I didn't realise I was I was like, oh yeah, I know, I've got me live in a bit, and then I was like, oh yeah, I've got me live in a bit, and then I went to the gym. Because, you know, going to the gym and all of that magical jazz. And then I literally got home and I just sat down and I went, you know what, I just need to sit down just for a minute. And then a minute turned into now. So I'm so sorry, guys. Right, I need to get a few bits out that we already have sorted. So, hello, Olga. Thank you for popping in from work. Hello, Glow. It's lovely to see you. Hello, Simon. And hello, Babs. It's wonderful to have you all here. I need to just quickly pull out what bits of the advent calendar I've already prepared, because I have prepared a few little bits of it. Hopefully without trashing the entire place. Right, so here we go. Now, this is one that I've half made and I went a bit wrong, so we need to change that. That's not a problem. And I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just quickly popping some bits back where I pulled them out from, because I've just bit of a numpty and pulled out the wrong things. So I won't be a moment. Right, I believe we have that, and hopefully that. Marvellous. Right, okay. We've got a few bits. Hello, Miss Kazmataz. It's lovely to have you here. Hello, Pam. It's lovely to have you as well. I hope you're doing well, my lovely. I am so sorry about the late start and me not being 110% ready. I just need to get my lovely little book out, which I did, because I'm brilliant at some things, not at others. So we've got things ready to rock and roll. This is all prep that I would have done earlier on, so I'm so sorry, guys. Right, so I'm making apparently Gaz's out of the closet, but not out from under the desk. I mean, you know, wherever I can hide, you know us gays, we'll hide anywhere. We don't care if it's a closet or not. Oh, Gaz, you look like you've been half done and left. I have been half done and left. I made the silly mistake of going to the gym earlier on, so do with that information as you will. But this is the advent calendar that I have gotten a bit further along with than the one that we will be making. So now we can either have me do some nice decorating on this one for this live, and we'll do a part 2 where I will build up the frames entirely and teach you how to make the boxes. Or we can do the frames and build up the box. Does Jim look as bad as you do? Unfortunately, it wasn't that kind of gym, although a very hunky man did make me feel very, very painful before I left. But not for the reasons that you'd like to believe or that I would like to believe in that situation. So, unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, I've completely lost my train of thought. So, there we go. So our options are make decorations on this one that I've pre-prepared, or I actually make up the one that I started making. The train has left the building. Yeah, the train's gone. Choo choo. So we would like me to decorate this one. That is not a problem. Right, before I start the decorations... Hi, Craft by Jay. It's lovely to see you, my friend. Before we start decorating, what I will do is cut down the piece of card that's required just to make a spine on here, and we will do that first. So, me being the ever-intelligent thing that I am, I have not written down the exact measurements that is, but we're going to do it now. So I need a piece of card that will be 4... Is it 4.5? I'm going to say 4.5, and that is then going to be by 10. 4.5 by 10. So we shall cut a piece of card now and stick that down. Ooh, really, you temperamental madam. Right, I just need to grab a piece of card. Oh, for goodness sake, I can't win, can I? It's a lovely day. Hello, Laurie. Welcome on in, my lovely. I hope you are doing well. We're having a great day here today. So I'm going to cut this down to 4.25 by 10. I'm seriously, because I've got so much going on at the moment, like craft wise, I really do. So I don't know if any of you know or not, but I'm actually going to be a teacher at a digital retreat for LV Handcrafted. So I'm going to be one of the tutors for her, and I just literally made the sample. What did I just cut? Yeah, I just literally made the sample. I just made the sample for that today. So I did that. And not only just that. Ooh. Oh, Melissa, you signed up for the retreat. Oh, brilliant. So if anybody out, if you're not signed up for it, just I can't remember how. I've got a link somewhere. What I'll do is I'll put a link in the description of this video. So if you are interested in signing up for it, I was going to do like a big launch stream, and I was going to do that now, but we're kind of doing this. So I've been putting this off for far too long. So we're going to do this now. So I'm going to be a tutor on that retreat. I've made my initial sample, so I've just got to get the okay that it's okay, I think. But I think it's okay. Welcome on in, Alicia. I hope you're doing well, my lovely. I hope you're having a good day. I'm just going to line this up and stick it down. And hopefully someone is a popular boy. Are you insinuating that I'm a popular boy, Mr. J? Because I wouldn't believe that for 1 second if you're insinuating that. Right. He is very popular. I'm very popular. Am I? Okay. I wouldn't believe I am. At work, wish I was home crafting. Oh, bless you, sweet pea. Next week, I'm going to be at work wishing I was at home crafting, because I am seriously... I need to zoom that out a little bit, don't I? Because that is far too zoomed in for what we're doing. I'm going to be doing nights next week, which is shock, horror, blur, disgust. But unfortunately, someone has to do them, and it's my turn. So if anybody would like to go and do the nights for me, I'm accepting all. Actually, I can't accept anyone because I'll get into trouble. Oh my gosh, could you imagine it? Although, mind you, it is the prison service. Right, let's get down these lovely papers. See, I had to buy 2 packs of these because I'm doing 2 advent calendars. Handcrafted by Gaz, time for a sugar daddy. It is time for a sugar daddy. I need to find one that is kind of just about to, you know, so I can just swoop in, marry him, be with him for a couple of months, and then be the widow with the black veil and the single red rose crying at the funeral. All the standard stuff. I am so awful. Right. I have a saccharine daddy. I don't know what that means. Oh, can I have like a sugar additive, like a different, like, because I'm trying to cut back on sugar, so can I have like a sweetener daddy? Maybe a sucralose daddy, something like that. I just don't want to. Right, what have I done with these papers? Because I've confused myself as to which papers I'm in. What about Aaron? Oh, Aaron will love it when I come back with the money. Although I'm actually about to say, what about Aaron? What about him? A vegan sugar daddy. That would be sugar daddy light, yes. Oh my god, is it like Pepsi Max daddy instead of like being Pepsi daddy? Oh my god, the things we talk about. Seriously, I'm going to end up getting cancelled or something at some point. Right, I'll be singing You Don't Own Me, You Don't Own Me. I can't remember what the rest of it is now, but yes, I'm going to use that sheet. And I've got to find it in the other pack as well, because I did buy all the packs. I bought all the packs of this paper. I'm pretty sure I bought one pack, 2 packs of each. Oh, I'm just losing what's left of my final marble. Or did she send me the wrong papers? I have a feeling she might have sent me the wrong papers. Oh no, I'm looking in the wrong pack. Oh my grief. What is wrong with me, people? I need assistance. Can somebody please call the home? It's time for me to go. Never mind sugar daddy. Why can't I find that sheet of paper? I must be looking in the wrong pack. I've got to be. Come on. Peel forward, thank you. Ah, there it is. It was hiding from me, cheeky little bleeder. We should make a list of what's... No, let's not make a list of things that are wrong with me. Well, if we're going to, I'll start with the fact that my back aches, my arms and legs ache when I get out of bed, and this is a joke for the English people, because I don't think any Americans will understand this one, but when I get out of bed in the morning, I sound like the xylophone from Heidi High. So, that is my life in a nutshell. Right, so I need a 10 by 10, a 10 by 10, a 10 by 10 by 10. So if we take 1.5 inches off of each side, that should reduce it down to 10, I think. Actually, no, because it's going to be 2 inches, isn't it? But then I need to kind of even it out because I want the paper to be in the centre. So, right, you know what? I'm not going to struggle with it. I'm just going to literally place that on there. And I was right. It is 1.5. Wow, that's crazy. Can you believe that? I was right. Right. Okay. Wow, I'm terrified at the fact that I just managed to figure that out. Wow, I'm just... Yeah. 10, so 10 down to 11 on that side. Did you steal Gaz's marbles? Somebody did. I don't know who. Or has anybody seen them? So take that down to 11, then flip it. Take that down to 10. And I'm going to do the same on both sheets of paper on each side so that I get a nice centered image of what I would like. So take that down to 11. And take that down to 10. We might still need to trim this down a little bit, but I've got the main, you know, what I'm after. Yeah, that thing. So that should then, oh gosh, that is far too big. It's not 10 by 10, is it, Gareth? We only got the height of it right. Oh my golly gosh, I can't make this thing up, can I? Right, so we need a piece that is 10 by whatever I'm about to measure out this is. So 10 by 9. So if we take half an inch off of each side, that will give us what we need. So half an inch off of this side. So it was actually... I was right with the inch and a half. Oh my god, I'm so losing what's left of what's my sanity. I swear, guys, I'm so sorry. At least you all know I'm not a professional, right? Oh, should I just... Oh, I'm going to take another... Actually, I might take another 1/4 inch off. Because I want it to... I want it to layer, don't I? So if I take half of 1/4 inch off of that side, half the other half off of this side, which then brings us down to 9 3/4. Or maybe I just cut that all off the one side, never mind. Oh wait, no I didn't, I was measuring the wrong side. So 9 3/4, pop. And then that gives us, oh, that looks well pretty. Platform 9 3/4. There's no platform 9 3/4, much to people's dismay, because they all went there thinking that there was going to be a special announcement for Hogwarts Express, and it never happened. And people cried, even though the company told them not to go and do it because it was disrupting the rail service too much for people that were actually trying to travel. Selfish Harry Potter fans. Right. So, as you can probably tell, I'm actually doing the simple part first, which is decorating the outside. Now, what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to go over this in a clear spray and sparkle. So I'm going to say clear, it's actually gold glitter, spray and sparkle. So you're going to lose my face for a little bit because I'm going to have to hide it. So that... There we go. Is that my sugar daddy? I sure wish it was, Jay. But it's not. That's not my sugar daddy, but it's my sparkle daddy. So I don't know if you can see or not, but it's got a lovely sparkle on it. And that will also seal... Oh my god. That will also seal the paper so that it doesn't get covered in muck. Because it's yeah, whatever that is. Other than... Blech. Right, where's my spritzy spray? Because I need to clean that up. Because even though I'm going to do it again, I still need to clean it up. Right. There we go. Let's clean up the muck. Even though I am going to do it again. So I do have another sheet that I need to cut down. And I'm just going to do the same as what I did on... this sheet that I just did. So I'm going to start off by taking the inch off. So I'm going to take it down to 11 on each side. Just to make it simple. So I'm going to take the inch off. I know I could do it all at once, but knowing me, I would muck it up. So from 11 down to 10. On the side, and then from the 10 I'm just going to take half of 1/4 inch off of this side, And then I'm going to take the other half of the 1/4 inch off of that side, down to 9. And that's our sides done. I'm just lining it up to make sure that's correct. And then, otherwise known as 1/8 inch. Yeah, but I'm just trying to make, not everybody understands that. And I don't like to assume that everybody does understand that. I wonder how many people slam themselves into the brick. That would have been most amusing to have seen. I wish I had been there for that. That would have been marvellous. Right, so that just needs to go down to 10 3/4. In height, was it 10 3/4? 9 3/4. So we're going to take off the initial inch, taking that down to 10 to 11, off of the bottom, and then flipping it, taking off the next inch, taking it down to 10. Again, taking off that half of the 1/4 inch, flipping the paper again, and taking off the other half, 1/4 inch. So you should end up, once you have done all the cutting, with a sheet of paper that has come down from 12 by 12 to 9 by 9 3/4. And there we go. I'm just going to flip that over, and we're going to put some glue on it. We're going to put some glue on it, my loves. And then on the next live, next week, we will actually build up the whole advent calendar. So what I'll do is I'll just spend a day making the drawers, and then I'll leave the last one until we go live, and I'll make it with you so that you guys can all see how to make the drawer, because I have been working very hard on these actually. I know it probably sounds silly, but right, here we go. Oh god, that's awful. But it does a good job. Oh. I think it makes me get high sometimes, you know. Woo! Right, there we go. Right, let's put that back over there. Woo, it's nice to breathe. Oh no, my entire stream deck is covered in glitter. Oh well, it was going to happen sooner or later. Right, there we go. Sorry everyone, I've got a meeting when we're watching this. Thank you for coming here at all. Thank you for being here at all, Alicia. I really appreciate it. I hope your work day isn't too difficult for you, my love. Right, so there we go. We've got two sides that are nicely sparkled, and they've got the lovely same paper on them. Now all I'm going to do is decorate this part, the hinge, the bottom and the outside, and then when we open it up, we'll decorate the fronts of the boxes, and we'll put some nice backing paper on here and put some lovely decorative bits in there. So hopefully, he says, it should all go to plan, and we'll have a lovely, lovely little advent calendar. So I'm just going to pop that to the side for the moment, and I am thinking that actually, oh, do I like this one for the spine? I'm thinking I do like that one for the spine because that fireplace would look really nice going along the back of the spine. Oh, if I just put that there, you should still be able to see it. So I'm thinking that this lovely fireplace here would look good coming down the back of the spine just there. So let's hope that I can wangle this, because we need 4. So we need 4-inch strips. So I will cut the 4-inch strips. And we'll see how many we can get out of it, and then hopefully we won't need to use the other sheet of this. Oh, this reminds you that you've got the Spellbinders Advent Calendar from 23. Oh, wow. I have to schedule time with Brenda A, Dahl's other sister, to open them together. Oh, that would be so cool. Yippee, the Mayo Clinic just called. They finally have my MRI. Oh, well, wonderful. That's good news. Now see if they can help you. Oh, bless you, sweet pea. I hope they can. I've got everything crossed for you, my lovely. Right, so that is 4 inches as well. Right, now, I don't know about you guys, but I know I'm not going to be looking at the bottom of this. I'm not going to be looking at the bottom of this, so I'm probably not going to decorate it. So what I will do is come along the top. I'll do the spine, come along the top and down the front here, but I don't see wasting precious paper on the underside is really worth it. So I'm going to be awful. Oh, that looks so cool as a fireplace. Right. Now all we need to do is start trimming this down. So we need it to be along this side at the 9 3/4 again. So just as I did with the other side, with the other papers, I'm just going to take off 1 inch first off of the top and the bottom, and then we're going to go from there. So top and the bottom. Whoop. It seems actually quite a shame to be cutting all of this loveliness off. So I cut that. That needs to go down to 10. And then 1/4 inch. And then 1/4 inch again. Taking it down to the 9 3/4 that we need. Now, by cutting it to the 4 inch strips to start with, I've already accounted for the 1/4 inch. That would have been 4 1/4, so we saved ourselves some hassle there. Oh, I really like that. That looks so gorgeous. It looks beautiful, it does. Right. You know what? I think that could do with actually being, like, glued or something. I don't know. I'm going to stick some more glue just down the side there anyway, because it's just peeling a bit and we don't need that. So here we go. This is where I've put too much glue in, and it's going to come flying back at me. Right, let's hold that. You're welcome. I'm glad that, you know, things are going to get better for you real soon, because you deserve it, sweetheart. Oh, I've got sticky everywhere. I guess try and just make some of it get off my hands now. Oh. There we go. Can't believe I've got so much glue all over me, silly beast as I am. Oh, oh, you can't hear me. I can kind of see you, but I have to have you muted. Oh, working sucks. Oh, you're naughty. Right, okay, I'm just gonna quickly. I'm going to be nice and drop a hey girl in the chat for Dal, because she's here and she's hiding it. She's being naughty at work. So, lol. I bet she's missing those summer holidays. There we go. So that. And just like the same as the other side, it's going to get a good old blasting of the oh grief. Pet it, pet the paper. She's dirty. Doll is such a dirty girl. She's dirty. This woman is dirty. Right. And I want to have Santa on the front here because Santa's going to go in a nice layer going down there. So that'll look really cool. Right. So measuring time. Again. So we know that it's going to be by, you know, we're going to have the 9 3/4 there, aren't we? So, yep. No. Oh, actually, we're going to have 8 3/4 on here. 8 3/4 by 1 3/4. Okay, okay. So, it is Michelle paper. So 1 3/4. I need 2 strips of. We might be able to decorate the whole thing, you know. 1 3/4. And then 1 3/4. By, let's put that a little bit over there. And we need it to be 8 3/4, just under the 9. You know what, I'll be happier if I just chop off a little bit of the window at the top there. I'm not going to be super duper fussy with this one because it's just the... He's going to kill a nutcracker. Yes, he is. I enjoy killing nutcrackers. It's my favourite thing to do. At least he was not decapitated. 8 3/4 again on this one. Pop that back down there. I'm not sure, we may be able to get all of them. Oh, did I not account for 1/4 inch off of the bottom of that? Silly me. Right, okay. Oh, I cut one correctly, but not the other. That's so weird. Okay. Obviously, I wasn't paying full attention to what I was doing. Obviously not. So, 8 3/4. Tell your neighbour to go inside and turn YouTube. And turn YouTube and have a normal conversation here in the chat like the rest of us have to. That's not the right time to walk in if you're off to bust a nut. Oh my god, you can't say things like that. That's disgusting. Aaron, you're such a pig. Such a pig. Right. You're talking about busting a nut in the chat. That's piggish. Can't say things like that. Oh my god, wow, I mean, I say you can't say things like that and then there's Dahl going, pet it boy, pet it. Jesus. Oh my gosh. Right, okay, well. That's that. Let's move on, shall we, to the last panel. You said about nutcrackers and that. Yeah, well, not the kind of nutcrackers you were clearly thinking about. Right. So I need to do the same thing again, which I now completely forget is what I... So we need 1 3/4 strips. Before I forget what I'm doing, 1 3/4 strips. So we need 2 1 3/4 strips. And let's make sure that this is actually lined up correctly, because I don't want this bit to be ruined, because it's the part. By the way, where is Jim? Oh, for goodness sake. Just because I said I went to the gym. Right, from 12 down to 11 on that side. And Simon? Oh, are you talking about people and not taking the piss out of me for going to the gym? Where's the boys? So that needs to be by 10. Oh, sugar plums. Oh no, that's right. No, that's right. 1 3/4 by 10, which means I need to take that down to 9 3/4. So 1/4 of an inch here. Pop. Welcome on in, Angela for Crafts. How are you doing, my lovely? I hope you are well. It's so lovely to have you in the chat. Just lining that up before I look like an idiot. Yep, fantastic. So I'm just going to do the same as what I did last time. 1 inch off of each end. So 12 down to the 11. Oh my god, I just wrote someone for being insubordinate and just disrespectful. Oh dear. That sounds like a situation. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that, Angela. And again, I'm just taking... Yeah, there is Simon Smith. He is here. He's lurking. He does that a lot, I think. He does like lurking, does our Simon. He's a good lad. Right. Really? Yes, really. I'm just going to clean up this awful mess yet again, because apparently I can't keep anything clean and tidy. There we go. And plonk. And we're going to glue. Yep, I had it with him. He can go to after school detention. Ooh, girl. It does help if I put those strips on the right side, or otherwise Santa's going to look a bit stupid, isn't he? Looking a bit back to front there, girls. Right. Oh, dearie me. Righty-dighty. There we go. I've had it with him. Right, just moving this glue right along, people. Papa Christmas. Yeah, it's Papa Christmas. He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He's been watching an IP cam that he hid in your bedroom. Pervert. Right, there we go. I think that actually looks really cool. I like that. So what we've done so far is we've got our nice, lovely hinge. Well, I don't know what you want to. What do you call that? Is it a hinge? Where did you get the box from, girl? I made it. I made this box from scratch, darling. If you don't believe me, I've got half a frame over there I can show you. And then we've got those lovely nutcrackers going along the top there, and we've got that there, and then we open it up and ta-da! Yes, she did that. Yes, she made that. Handcrafted by Shut the Front Door, I want to make one. Yes, it's a spine. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you so much, Angela. I really appreciate that. So we're going to decorate the insides in just a moment. But before we do that, I'm going to show you. So this frame is one I've already started making. I was making it for the live darlings. Actually, I'm going to quickly just stick that back down there. And we will make this whole thing on the next live from scratch. So as you can see, I've already built. That one's gonna have to get redone. So we're gonna do two. So we're gonna do one long one and one short one on the next live to finish off that. And then we're gonna make all the boxes. Or well, I'm gonna make a load of boxes whilst I'm not live, and then we're going to make the whole thing on the next live completely. So, and next time I'm not going to put glue down the middle of the spine so it doesn't look that kanky, so it doesn't look that nasty. It'll look lovely. I could actually cover that up with a little bit of paper, but I don't really want to do that. I had to hand cut the stupid tractor. Oh no, that does not sound good. It's a beauty. Oh, thank you so much, Olga. I really appreciate that. I didn't like the papers that I put on the drawer fronts initially, so I'm glad that I kind of decided to use Michelle's papers instead. Because her papers are much more beautiful, darlings. They're stunning. They're wunderbar. Actually, which papers am I going to use to decorate the inside of this? I know I say that, you know, I'm being honest when I say it, that Michelle's papers are bloody fantastic and wonderful, and, you know, they are absolutely fantastic. The only thing that gets me is creepy children. And they're creepy. And they're children. They're creepy children. We shall make the creepy children go away before I do something silly. Right, actually I like that one, but I'm going to need 2 sheets of the same one. So, right, because we're going to, yeah, we're going to use that one for the drawer fronts, girls and guys and everything in between. Right, I just need to find it in this other pack. I won't be a moment, I'm just mooching. There we go, I finished mooching. It was over a month ago now. Ooh! That stupid tractor was not winning. Okay. I had to listen to a guy from Cricket mansplain me how to send an email. No! Oh my god. I could not imagine mansplaining anything to anybody. Hopefully I don't mansplain to you guys. If I do, please do tell me and I will hasten to hang myself immediately. Right. So, what we need to be doing is cutting these sheets down to 6 by 8. So we need 6 by... Oh, hello, Linda. Welcome on in, my lovely. I hope you're doing well. So we're going to cut them down to 6 by 8 to start with, and then we'll cut out the individual little fronts. So we're going to start with 6 by 8. Linda Gorman in the house. Welcome in. We can always go to... oh, where is it? I can't remember the name of it now. So... what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to put it in on the side because I want the pattern to be running along the bottom. So I'm going to cut that down at 6. Oh, actually, no, I want that the other way, don't I? Because I want to be using this side of it. Sorry, guys. So this is going to be the top bit and this is going to be the bottom bit. I'm just going to trim that down to 6 to start with, because that is the height we actually need. And I'm about to decapitate. Oh, actually, I could do it so that I don't decapitate the... Yeah, let's do it so I don't. Welcome in, Patty. Patty Lecrane? Patty Lecrane? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for being here. It's lovely to have a new viewer. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. That is fantastic. So I'm just going to take an inch off the bottom so that I don't decapitate the lovely nutcrackers. So I'm just going to measure that down to 6. Bless me. Bless me. Actually, I'm going to measure it. Yeah, I do need to measure it out to 6. So I'm going to take another inch off the bottom. I'd rather take the inches off the bottom because I want the nutcrackers to be front and centre. But I really don't want to keep I don't want to decapitate them. That's the problem. I don't want to decapitate the big ones. So if you take 2 inches off the bottom of the paper and then cut by the 6, and we need that to be by 8 to start with. So I'm going to take an inch off of this side, and I'm only doing it this way, guys, so that I don't have a mismatched pattern when I go to do it. And it's a bit more methodical for me because we all know what I'm like. So take that down to 9. And then take it down to 8. And then you should have something that looks a little bit like this. And that is going to do all of our draw fronts on that one side. So that's going to give us 12 squares. And this part we're going to trim up and we're going to put into the top of the advent calendar. So I'm going to pop that to the side for now. I'm going to move the other bits out of the way. And I'm going to, this time, I'm going to take 2 inches off the bottom of this one because I decided that's where I was going to go with that. So, and we can always use the offcuts of this as well, guys. There's going to be no wasting this paper because it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous papers, and we don't want to be ruining these papers, no ma'am. And then we'll just take that down to 6 again. I hope I'm reading this right, because if I'm not, I'm in a world of trouble. And then I'm going to take it down an inch on each side. Patty, the papers are from Michelle McCarthy Crafts. Yes, they are. Where are you from, Patty, if you don't mind me asking? Down to 10. I'm just going to take the inch off of each side because I'm being pedantic about it. So down to the 9. What kind of advent am I doing? I don't know. Down to the 8. And again with this top part. So you're in Virginia. If you do want to order Michelle's paper, she does deliver to the United States. So all you need to do is look on Facebook and find Michelle McCarthy Crafts and just drop her a message if you want to order any of her papers. She's got loads of pictures on there or on her Facebook of all of the papers that she's released. So, you know, there's absolutely tons to choose from. She's amazing, and all of her cards are absolutely magnifique. I love them very much. She is an absolutely fantastic personage. So, oh, bye, Dal. I hope you have a good day at work. And then we see there in theory how these all fit. How these will fit. Oh no, don't you dare, you naughty little... No, 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 no. No, you're being bad. Silly streaming computer. I'm so sorry, guys. I almost ended the stream by accident. Yep, so you'll see how these will all fit onto those front boxes. And then what we'll do is we will trim up the top part. Probably matching it up as best as we can. So we'll match it up as best we can and trim that up and pop that on the inside as well, so it'll look absolutely fabulous. I'm quite looking forward to doing that. So first things first, what we need to do is measure out the strips that we're going to need to cut. So that is, we are going to need, well, that's obviously 6 inches, isn't it, Gareth, because you're a numpty. So we're going to need to cut them down into 6 by 2 strips. So I've already cut them into 6. Now all we need to do is cut them into 2-inch strips, and then we'll start decorating the fronts of the boxes. So 2 inches, 2 inches, don't you dare, you naughty little, so naughty, 2 inches, and then 2 inches again. I'm going to do this for all of the papers just now. So get this all sorted, and some nice lovely 2-inch strips. The only reason why I cut this the way I did is because obviously I wanted it to have that pattern, the pattern where I wanted it to be. Normally I would just trim off the outer edges, but the pattern is the pattern, and I really like the pattern. There we go. Remember to, yeah, I will keep them in order. Thank you for reminding me. So that one, followed by that one, followed by that one. Right, there we go. And then that one, followed by that one, followed by that one, followed by that one. Yay, we did it. And then what we need to do is cut those strips into the actual drawer fronts. So we need them to be 2-inch squares. And then what I'll do is, once I've cut them down to the 2-inch squares, is I will just take a 1/4 inch off of each side. But I just want to make sure that I get everything all perfect first. So there we go, 2 by 2, and then just cut off. So just to keep them even, I'm going to do what I did earlier on, and I'm going to cut off that 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to cut off that 1/4 inch again off of that side. Half of a 1/4 inch, come on if you can, and then the other 1/4 inch, just so that I get a really nice even picture. And I'm going to glue them on as I'm going along, so each strip I'm going to cut and then glue, because I don't want to confuse it. So there we go, sticking that on there just now. And if I believe correctly, this goes down. Marvellous, marvellous. It is very similar to the Anne Melvin structure. I have adjusted a few little things myself to make it simpler for me to make, but it is based, it is inspired by Anne Melvin's creation. So if you don't know who Anne Melvin is, jump on over to her YouTube channel. She is an amazing crafter, and she really does make some fantastic, absolutely fantastic items. So it's well worth going over there and having a look. There we go. Ah, fabulous. Just trying to make, because I'm one of these people, I don't know if any of you guys might be the same, but I literally, if I do not do something as I'm doing it, I will completely forget, and then it'll all end up looking like cack. When I want it to look nice. So what I'll do is, once I've stuck these on, I'll show, you know, you'll be able to see, once I've stuck this last one on, you'll be able to see how the pattern, how the paper's going down, and you'll be able to see why I've cut it the way that I have. So there we go. Can you guys see just there? The pattern's just ran down. It looks really, really good. That is so cool. I love that. So again, I'm just going to cut these down into their 2x2 squares to start with. And then as soon as we've done the one side, I think it's going to start looking really, really good. So again, it's that 1/4 of an inch. I know I might sound a bit silly saying 1/4 of an inch. I know it's somewhere along the lines of about 2/8. But, or is it? Yeah, it's about 2/8 or 1/8.5. But I don't like to be really complex with how I'm saying things, because I know I get confused really easily when it comes to like 1 7/8 or 1 6/8. I'm sat here and I'm like, you what? I don't know what you are chatting about. Uh-oh, that's meant to be for the other side. I'm glad I noticed that. It would seem as though I actually picked up the paper that was meant to be for the other side. So I'm glad it makes sense. So again, I'm just cutting that half of the quarter, and then the other half of the quarter off. I'm glad it makes sense, because to me it makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. So there we go, half of the quarter. But I really want this paper to look like it's kind of... Well, you saw the effect of how the one line looks, so... Once I actually get to doing the second line, because I've been an absolute numpty, and cut the first sheet of the second part, instead of carrying on with the one that I was doing, because that would make too much sense. Welcome to Handcrafted by Gaz, where things may or may not go quite as we planned. There we go. I'm just gonna keep on keeping on, girls, with these, and boys. I should really remember that I do have male viewers. Right, have I already cut that? No, I haven't. I do keep forgetting that I've got male viewers sometimes. It's terrible, isn't it? You could have cut the strips down to 1 3/4 inches, and then each... I could have done that, Linda, but to me, I don't think it would have lined up the way that I wanted it to. So I know I've probably gone around the houses in the way that I've done it. Only few of us metrosexual boys. I've probably gone around, like, it's probably the exact same effect, Linda, but I've got to it my way so that I understand. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense or not. It's just how I want, because I want the pictures to be how they... Yeah. I could have done that, but I didn't. I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, this is going to be a little bit repetitive now for a while, until I've finished cutting these up. But it's not a problem, because I can talk to you guys. That's why I'm so glad that I'm doing this. It is so wonderful to have, the company when I'm crafting, because sometimes when I'm sat in here, it kind of gets a little bit lonely, and I don't have a cold. I've been having some really bad allergies of late, and I don't know actually if I really do need to get some treatment for that, I think. I don't think my nose likes the glue. Is that right? That doesn't seem right to me. I think I might have muddled that one up. No, That's meant to be over there, I think. Is it? So that's meant to be there. That's there. Oh, that is meant to be there. Sorry, guys. I've just gone and muddled myself up. See? It's a good thing that I had those bits there to go back to and see where I've confused myself. Which, let's face it, if you know me well enough, you know that I am it's not that difficult for me to confuse myself. So, there we go. Yeah, it can be a little bit, and sometimes, you just really want... It's nice to have your friends. And I see all of you guys as my friends, because you're always here for me. You're always absolutely fantastic. And I just really enjoy... that's one of the biggest reasons why I do this, is because I enjoy that I get to have you guys around me and we all have a good time together. And, it's all a bit of a laugh. And like having met... I met Caroline a few weeks ago when we were... Well, it was probably about a week ago now. 2 weeks ago. When we went to Farnborough for... Have I cut that down properly? I couldn't have done. No, that's still too big. So why is that lining up then? Let's just do that. That's because I didn't take the bottom piece off. Yeah, crafting is always super fun with friends. I really enjoy it. And I got to, like I said, I got to meet Caroline a couple of weeks ago when we went to Farnborough Craft Fair, and there's plans for us to go up to the NEC in November, I want to say. So we're planning on going up to the NEC in November, so for that craft event, and it's just going to be like, it's going to be so much fun. I'm just really looking forward to. It's kind of. It's kind of just brought me a bit more out of my shell and meeting people and going and doing things instead of sitting in the house crafting on my own all the time. And it's so wonderful to have these friendships that have sprang from it. Is NEC... Yeah, the NEC is a big craft event. It's huge. It is absolutely ginormous. So that's Birmingham, the Birmingham NEC. Yeah, I think it's the National Convention Centre, isn't it? Or something like that. I can't remember what the name of it is officially, but... yeah. It's really good. And I can't wait to go and spend all the money that I don't have. None of my friends... Well, I mean... A lot of people I know don't understand it, but I show them the things that I make and they're like, oh my god, you made that. And then there's usually some kind of semi-homophobic slur, which is absolutely hilarious because it's people that are kind of like friends that say things like that, which is, it's fine because they're friends and I know them and I don't mind a bit of banter. But they say... like, that's actually really brilliant. How the hell do you make this stuff and all that kind of thing? They just don't understand how I make it all. And I'm like, well, it's kind of, to me, it's kind of semi-simple. The hardest thing for me is sitting and figuring out all of the dimensions that I need to make things. And am I making it right? Can I make it so that it's easy for other people to understand? And it's it's a bit of a... It could be a little bit of a difficult game, but if we didn't do it, then we wouldn't enjoy it. And if we didn't enjoy it, we wouldn't do it. It's kind of like one of those things, you know, like sometimes I say, the crafting bug, it's kind of like food. You know, like when you're a large person like me, and sometimes you get picked on for the size of your weight, for your size and your weight and all that kind of thing. So, you know, you eat because you're sad, and you're sad because you eat. You craft because you love it, and then it's kind of like an ongoing I don't know if I'm explaining myself properly, but it's kind of like an everlasting circle of you craft because you love it, and you love it because you craft. There we go. That's what I meant. I knew I'd get there. I knew I'd get there eventually. Knew it. Right. Oh, apparently I've already taken off half of that. How did I manage to do that? Crazy. Right, there we go. There we are. And then hopefully you'll see also the other reason why I cut them like this once I show you. Because you can see how the picture sits across with only specific gaps. So it's, I think that also is attributed by the fact of the way that I cut it, by doing it into the 2-inch squares and then cutting off the excess. Right, so there we are. I have a close friend that got me back into card making about 10 years ago. We still craft together a few times a month, craft coffees and chat. I love it. It's brilliant, isn't it? Like, I've got some really good, I've got some really good friends that I've picked up from watching the Crafters Companion shows. I've got some really good friends that I've just, just through doing this. How many people actually take time out of their day to message me and talk to me is absolutely astounding to me, because it's kind of almost a little bit like feeling like imposter syndrome. It's like, why do these people really want to talk to me? What's so good about me, type of thing? Why me? And I've spoken about it a few times with people at work as well, and they've kind of been like, but you love it, you obviously you must love the attention. I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know if I do love the attention, but people just like talking to me, and that's enough for me. I enjoy that. I don't need to, and it doesn't need to be making me feel special or anything like that, because I'm just a normal human being just like everybody else. There we go. So now you can see how the whole picture looks across there. I think that looks really, really good. I really do enjoy that. That looks absolutely amazing. And I'm just gonna do the same on the other side just for now. It does look really good. I love how it kind of, the block shape, and you could tell how they're meant to be, and it all just looks, oh, it's brilliant. It looks really, really cool. I don't know that it's attention seeking just to be part of the community besides you're nice, hilarious and very open. Well, yeah, it's not so much as being attention seeking, because, you know, it's not anyone else other than me. I don't know. That thinks that? Question mark. Yeah, it's not that obviously I seek the attention, but it's the fact that I do get quite a bit of attention. The last time me and Aaron went to the Evesham shop and I got noticed by a couple of people in there and they wanted to have selfies with me and all that, and it was kind of a bit like, ooh, this is new, help. And then Aaron was just there like holding my coat and that, and he's like, you're very popular. And I'm like, yeah, popular, run. I don't know how to be popular. Yeah, I think that's the attention side of it for me. Thank you, Patty. I think it does look really, really lovely, and again, it's so lovely to have you here. Normally, well, I am very open about a lot. Going back to what Gloria said, I'm very open about a lot of things. So hopefully you don't mind a little bit of rude and crude, Patty, because sometimes it does get a little bit like that in here. Depends on my mood and if I've may or may not have had what we lovingly refer to as potato juice, otherwise known as vodka. It can get quite rowdy, and that's just me, never mind anybody else. There we go. Just finishing off. I will finish off dropping these up. And then you raised 3 boys. Oh my gosh, only 3? Wow. I mean, that's brave. I wouldn't raise 1. Hello, Suzette. Welcome on in, my lovely. And this is another friend. Suzette is literally another friend that I've found along the way. And sometimes we literally just sit and craft, and we talk about, you know, the state of her craft room and the state of my craft room, and what stuff we've got and what we shouldn't have because we've got so much of it, and we shouldn't be buying any more, and all that kind of fun stuff. It's always fun. It's always fun having a nice craft on the gas. They had no secrets. Ooh. Oh my. I mean, I've been crafting on and off since I was 18, so that's been about 19 years that I've been crafting on and off. The latest amount of stuff, well, this craft room was founded in 2020 at the dawn of the time which we do not talk about, which was quite ironic because myself and Aaron, we lived with his mum. So when we first moved in here, this room was a bit of a storage room, and it was a bit messy. So I took it upon myself, when nobody was looking, to slowly tidy the room up. And then I kind of claimed it as a computer room to start with when I did it. So I had it as a computer room, and then 2020 happened. We all know what happened then. So I went to this charity shop sale. So it's kind of like Goodwill. And they had an outdoor sale during the pandemic because, you know, they were allowed to do that for whatever reason. And I rather innocently looked at some of this crafting stuff because I was kind of like, oh yeah, well, you know, it's nice to have a look, and I've not seen anything crafting in donkey's years at that point. So this woman that I can only describe as a slick salesperson. Literally, she came over to me and she was like, "Oh," because there were these big fruit cases filled with crafting equipment. There were 6 of them. And she was like, "Oh, I'll do you the whole lot, 90 quid, whole lot. Whole shebang, take the whole lot, 90 quid. And I said, "Well, that's a really great offer, but unfortunately I've only got 60. And before I knew it, I was being dragged into the office to the pin machine, and I was paying for this craft stuff whilst another woman was out the back loading it into my partner's car. They were loading it into Aaron's car whilst I was stood there paying for it. And that actually set out myself and 2 friends. And then it just kind of exploded from there. So over the last 4 years, I've built this craft room up from nothing. It's been a bit of a journey, and now I've got absolutely everything that anybody could want as a crafter, and I just think I'm absolutely mad because I shouldn't have done it. Or because of my innocence at a sale, at a charity sale. And I will maintain my innocence on that, because I was innocent in that. I was very innocent. So, right, now all we've got to do is trim those down to their 1 3/4 squares. I hear you, the same with me. I have 2 craft rooms, a garage craft room in another state. Oh my god, okay, now I don't have interstate craft rooms. I can safely say I do not have interstate craft rooms. But that sounds great. I mean, I wouldn't mind having another craft room somewhere else. It would be fabulous. I could have a craft room for like the weekdays and then a craft room for the weekends. That would be quite fun. There we go, and we've almost done this now. But I mean, like Sue's, I'm picking on her a bit now, aren't I? I'm so sorry, Sue's. Sue's has so much craft stuff. She's naughty. She's almost as naughty as I am. Well, in fact, I think she's a little bit naughtier than I am. Oh, dearie me, I'm so awful. Olga, do you make... Yeah, Olga, do you make YouTube videos, actually? That's a very good question. Too much... Yeah, do you make YouTube videos, Olga? Because if you do, I need to pop on over and have a look, because I would love to see what you make. I'm a bit of a nutter like that, aren't I? So... There we go. And just trim that outer edge off. There we go. I don't mind doing it so much on the bottom corner pieces because it's not going to look so mismatched. But there we go. Oh, ta-da! There we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1 fully bottom covered drawers. So those are the drawers that you pull the tab on and open them up, and inside goes your little treaty for the day. So now what I need to do is try and line up this piece of paper as best as I can with that and mark it. So I'm going to... That should be there. So I'm just going to put a little pen mark there. And a little pen mark there, so I know exactly how much I need to take off each side. And it does help if you don't do that. Now I still may need to trim a little bit after this because it is quite I was being quite generous with it because of where it was sat. My son just bought this amazing camera just for that. Right, okay, so I need to then take off about... I know this is a very roundabout way of doing it. Yeah, we would. If you want to try it, you know you would have absolutely everybody there because I'd promote the heck out of you. So, let's see how well that fits in there. Probably a little bit too well. I think we're going to have to take another little bit off. That wasn't in line anyway, was it? Or was it? No, that wasn't perfectly in line. Right, so I'm going to take 1/4 of an inch off of that. Why am I looking like I'm... Why does it look like it's drunk? Right, so now that I've done it by eye, I'm going to tell you the proper measurements. So you need to line the paper up like I did and mark it to start with. But it is going to turn out to be an 8 1/4 by 2 3/4 piece to go into there. Hopefully it will line up and go in there. Okay, I've just pushed it in there and I didn't want it to do that. Let's hope. Oh, well, I was hoping it was going to be my pokey tool, but I accidentally... Right, I think we're going to have to take another 1/4 of an inch off of that. It's such a shame because I didn't want to lose all of that pretty decoration at the top. So there we go, and whoop. It's not looking too bad. I think it's going to look really good when we put this top piece in up there. And then what we can do is decorate it with some really cool bits that I've got lying around that came in the boxes that the craft kits that I bought from Michelle. So it should look really good by the time we're done. And it's also got to still yet have its... There we go. It's still yet got to have its... I can't remember what it is. Its numbers put on it. Actually, I'm just going to line that up with the bottom there because I want that to look nice. And then it doesn't matter if there's a little edge up there. So down you come. Down you come. Line up. There's a good booger. And if we line that out, there we go. And then, ta-da! It looks like it just carries on. So cool. Such a child. I know. I'm such a child. So, and if I get this done correctly, it should be the second pane in on that window where I cut it. And then should be about there. And about there. I am just doing this by eye, guys, so please forgive me if it looks awful. I'm just trying, I just really want to kind of get it done because it's been sat for so long. It's been waiting to be, it's been sat waiting to be made, and bless it. It's been very, very patient with me. Right, okay, that's not a problem. I need to just take a 1/4 of an inch off of that side. I got the top and the bottom looking fine, but I think I was just a 1/4 of an inch off on the side. So we'll take that 1/4 of an inch away. So it needs to be an 8 by 2 and 3/4. 8 by 2 and 3/4. There we go. And it should look pretty much exact. I was really lucky because on here I had the window pane. I had the window pane to line myself up with, so that was the easy part. I'm really loving this advent calendar, guys. It is so freaking pretty. I need to get I'll need to get a hinge for. Oh wow, that actually went right in there, didn't it? Wowzers, trousers. There we go. That just sat right in there, didn't it? And there we go. How cool is that? And we're going to decorate the schmidleggy out of it now. So I'm just going to get rid of some of this waste because I'd like my desk to be clear when I start pulling out all of the decorative bits, because there are loads of decorative bits that I've got sat hiding in a drawer here. And we're going to make it look pretty on the inside because it's got a little shelf at the top there for decorations, so we might as well decorate it, right? So let's get rid of that. Now I've got all of these lovely, these all came in the kit as well. So we've got poinsettias, we've got God knows what's going on in here. We've got everything, girls and boys. So let's just pop that there for now so I can have a quick look through these. We've got white poinsettias, we've got red poinsettias, we've got all of these bits and bobs, and we've also got these nice little tree bits. So I was thinking maybe we could use... Okay, I was hoping we could use one of those. I think I might need to get some snips to make that a little bit smaller for them to go in. But I don't think that those are really appropriate. They just don't look like they fit with the theme. But I will find something that does. But we do have all of these lovely, cutesy, awesome, Christmassy bits. I mean, those look like candy apples to me. I love them. But they're not. I think they're rose hips or something. I'm pretty sure Michelle told me what they were a while ago, and my poor little brain's gone, no! No, you don't remember. Right. Now we do have lots of decorative bits and bobs. Now I'm not sure what actually came with what anymore because it's been a while since I've had all of this stuff out. So all I know is I've got loads and loads, and I'm pretty sure a lot of this will work in here anyway, and loads. This is all just stuff that's come with Michelle's craft kits, guys. So it's all just kind of like loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff. Right. So. Oh dear. Wow, they wanted to leave, didn't they? Right, you stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Behave. Now, if I believe correctly, there should be 2 beads that make up a Santa in here somewhere. Yep, there it is. So I'm just going to actually get out my hot glue gun, because I think that that's going to be the most appropriate thing to use on with these. Hey, you losing your marbles? Yes, ma'am, I am. I'm losing my marbles. Right. Now, this is something I picked up at the Farnborough Craft Show. Really, really good. 15 quid. 15 quid for a hot glue gun. And it's USB rechargeable. And it's got a little light on it, so when it goes green, I know I could start using the glue before I say something naughty. There we go. You may see my hand shaking. That's mostly due to the fact that I went to the gym earlier on and overdid it. How cute is he? Look how cute he looks. He's so sweet. I love it. I thought I had one that was his hat, but I must be wrong. Oh, you silly bead. They're all trying to run away from me. That one just reminds me it reminds me of a Malteser. I've just got stuff flying everywhere at the moment. Just don't mind me, guys. Just pop some hot glue on there. A massive blobble dobble. I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing at the moment, but oh gosh, I swear those looked much nicer when I got them. I don't know, they must have oxidized in the uh-oh. They must have oxidized when they were in the bags. Oh dear, that hurts when it's hot, by the way. So don't do what I do and make sure that you use hot glue appropriately, and that don't let yourself get burnt like I just did. Go on, down you get. I think I could be doing a little bit better at this. Oh, I knew I should have put that down first. Is that going to wreck it if I pull that off? No, it's not. That's good. Right. Please don't wreck it. Please don't wreck it. Please don't wreck it. Please, please, please. But I suppose it doesn't really matter if it does wreck it too badly, because I can just... I'm covering it with... Okay, that one grabbed really well. I've wrecked it. But it's fine. It'll be fine, because you won't see what I've wrecked, because it'll be covered in ribbon. Right, so I'm going to use some of this lovely red ribbon in there. So I need that to be cut to whatever inches that is. Oh! Stop it. Rude. Thank you so much for being here, Pam. Don't get assaulted by iPads. It's never a good idea. So I need that to be 8 inches, and I'm going to need 2 lengths of that in 8 inches. So I also need a pair of scissors so I can cut it at 8 inches. That would be a great idea first, wouldn't it? So line, line, line. It doesn't help that I'm very left-handed. And I'm not sure what glue to use on this now. I don't think I have a red liner tape that's wide enough. So I think it's going to have to be tacky glue. It's either that or it's going to have to be the hot glue. But I'm not sure if the hot glue would hold and melt it. So what can we do? I think I've got some tape runner. We'll see if the tape runner will... It looks like the tape runner will work. So... Come on, you silly tape runner. Get out of the way. No, you're not meant to fold over on yourself, you silly bananty. Yeah, this would be so much easier if I just had red liner tape. Ugh. It works so much simpler. Right, there we go. So, just chop off those few little fibres that are over the edge. There we go, guys. You can kind of see that I've made a really nice satiny red shelf across the whole across the whole part. And we're going to do some more hot gluing again because we need to put Santa back on because I've pulled Santa off when I realised I wanted to change it. So we shall put Santa back on. There we go. Just gonna fill that up and out, and then hopefully I should just... No, that's not quite what I wanted to do, but it's close enough. Right, there we go. I'm going to sit Santa back up there. And just so you get a general idea for the decoration, we've got Santa sat there. I don't know if I can pull that out a bit better. We've got Santa sat there. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen because it's just to the side. And we'll cut another 8 inches of that. That lovely ribbon. And actually, oh, come on, you silly tape runner. Sometimes this happens because it just doesn't want to. It just doesn't want to start. Alright, I'm just going to try and get it to come back over on this side because there's nothing there. And this is absolutely obsessed with curling. Right, let's help myself a little bit, shall we? There we go. And then hopefully this will go a little bit smoother. I'm really glad that this tape is so strong, or otherwise I'd be sat here all night having an argument with it. Right, there we go. Oh, just going to roll that back on itself, so hopefully it will let me just kind of let it sit in and then stick. There we go. Sit and stick. And then just smooth that out. And there we go. We've got both sides with a nice lovely satin ribbon on it. That's closing up and looks absolutely fabulous. I'm going to turn that off, and I think, my lovelies, that due to my time constraints, because I do need to be up early in the morning for work, that I think I'm going to leave it there for this evening. So I will just take this moment to say a massive thank you to every single one of you that's been here. I really do appreciate every one of you. I will see you all again in... Oh, actually, depending on what I'm doing, because I might have some time at the weekend. So there might be a spontaneous live at the weekend. There may be a spontaneous live on Thursday, because I think I'm on an early. So there may be a few spontaneous lives coming up over the weekend, but the following week, unfortunately, there won't be anything, as I am going to be on nights at work. But I'm sure, as all you guys know, that usually the week after I have a week of nights is usually chocked full of content. So don't you worry, there will be something coming back up after then. Again, thank you all so much for being here, because if it isn't for you guys, I'm not here. So I'm really, really grateful. If you are looking at buying any products from Crafter's Companion or from Craft Stash, please do take a look at the links in the description box below. They do kick a little bit of money to me, but that doesn't it doesn't charge you anything extra for that. And it helps support the stream a little bit as well, so I'm really, really grateful. If you do have any crafty questions whilst I'm not live, do not hesitate to email me at askme@handcraftedbygaz.co.uk. And in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful evening, day, morning, wherever you are in the world. I love you lots, and again, thank you so much for being here. Bye, everybody.